Okay, boys. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about how you can increase your strike rate as a trader, and all the things that I'm learning and doing to increase my strike rate. So hopefully you guys can use it to improve your own trading. So point number one is be patient. You hear this all the time, right? But what it really means to be patient is wait patiently for your most optimal setup. That means that even if you see an okay setup, it's better to just wait for one that you're absolutely convinced in and will take 100 times over than to take one that you're slightly uncertain over, but you think it looks okay. Um, that's one thing that I've been working on a lot recently, and it's just having that patience to wait a couple days, 2, 3, 4 days until a really good setup presents itself. And then when you take it, regardless of whether it wins or loses, you're really proud of yourself and you know you've done a good job as a trader in your decision making, that you waited patiently to take an optimal setup. Um, because guys, you don't need to take loads of trades, right? This is kind of another point. You don't need loads of trades. You don't want to be on the charts 4 days a week and take two losers and two winners, right? And let's say that you lose 2% and you make 4% and then you're only up 2%. You're better off just waiting really patiently for a great opportunity. And then when you take that opportunity, maybe it's just once a week, that one trade makes you 2%. That saves you the up and down of your equity curve. It saves you the emotions. It saves you all that effort and mental capital. You're better off just waiting for the most perfect trade and taking that and still making 2% rather than losing two and then winning two and then only being up 2% still, if that makes sense. Another thing is build a playbook, understand your strategy, and understand all the different types of scenarios it can turn up in and what looks familiar. By building a playbook, you can have something that you look at when you're uncertain about whether this is a good trade to take or not. You can look at that and think, okay, this is in my playbook. I've seen it multiple times. I'm going to learn to trust this setup. I'm going to take this setup because it's part of the playbook. I know it works. I've seen it work and kind of visualize it working in the past. And I know every trade is separate from one another, right? They're not all going to be the same, but you learn to build trust in those setups when you have a playbook and you familiarize yourself more and more with them, right? Because I was taking one setup and it just wasn't presenting enough opportunity. So I went through all of my trades, hundreds of trades that I've logged, and all of the most familiar ones that turned up and looked the most repeatable. I built them into a playbook so that now, whenever I am looking at a trade and I'm slightly uncertain or I have lost a bit of confidence in whatever that trade for whatever reason, I look at my playbook and think, no, this is a trade worth taking. This is a good trade to take. So it's all about kind of developing that confidence by having those trades available to look at and remind yourself, yeah, these are still valid trades to take. It doesn't mean that you're going to win them all because you never win all of your trades, but it's important for you to kind of build that confidence and have that playbook to look through when you're uncertain. And it's also good to look at when you're on a bit of a losing streak or whatever. You can look at it and be like, oh, right, okay, this is what I'm looking for. I know this is going to present itself again. I need to stop rushing and jumping into the market. I've got these trades, this playbook right here, and I just wait patiently for that. And it's good to have those trades where you have a bunch of example winners because when you're not doing so well psychologically, it's good to look at those and remind yourself, okay, these opportunities are going to present themselves again. I might be on a losing streak or I might not have seen many trades recently, but this is something that I do whenever I'm uh, finding trading a bit tough is I look at those really good winning trades, those A plus setups, and think all I need to do is just wait for those opportunities to present themselves again. Another thing is get yourself in a routine of being in the markets. You don't want to be sporadic about your trading. You don't want to hop on the charts at random times. You don't want to have eaten or consumed different things before you trade. You don't want to be in an inconsistent mindset every time you're on the charts. You want to have a clear mind so you can make optimal decisions, and that comes with sleep. That comes with what you consume. that comes with having a routine. And by doing that, you create that consistent environment in your mind and in your workspace for you to allow to come on the charts and make the right decisions that a successful trader makes. It's not about uh, winning loads of trades or winning losing loads of trades, right? Anybody can come on the charts and win trades. Um, it's pure luck. I mean, anybody, random person off the street could place a buy or sell and make money, right? So we need to create a consistent environment where we turn up and we analyze and make decisions in a consistent way uh, that align with our plan so that we can get consistent results, right? It's all about creating that consistency and making having correct decision making. So that's another thing that you guys can do. One final thing that you guys can do to increase your strike rate is to spend 25% of your time journaling, right? 25% of your time should be put to mental evaluation, um, because that allows you to identify your weaknesses, right? And when you identify your weaknesses, it means that you can eliminate them and hence improve your win rate. You'd be like, okay, I've thought this way before. When I'm in this type of mind state, I need to get off the charts. Or okay, when I lose, I typically go back in and I over risk, over leverage, or take worse trades. So it's best to get off the charts. And by evaluating your mindset, um, and you'll be able to do that from journaling every trade or journaling specific things that you think are important, you can see all of your errors and mistakes and you can start to slowly eliminate them and refine your mentality and refine your strategy. And that's what it's all about, guys. It's all about that refinement over time. So hopefully you found those points useful. It's not a very long video, but this has got a lot of value in it. And these are things that I do and I think you should do to improve your strike rate as a trader. And if you truly, truly want to be a successful trader, you will do the things that you have to do, even if you don't feel like doing them. All right. Uh, so, yeah, if you are wanting to be a successful trader and you are one of the boys and you are serious about this, obviously subscribe. And if not, if you're just a little gambler that wants to come in the market and make some quick money, we don't want you in this community. All right, boys. But for the rest of you, obviously hit that subscribe button. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.